We once more return to the scene of the investigation, and I feel like it was only, a week ago that we last did this, right, guys?
About that.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely only been a week.
No.
We now have...
How long has it been?
It has been far too long. We now have all 4 investigators here for what might be our finale for this chapter, and they may introduce themselves in no particular order once more.
Alrighty. I'm out of Morrowland, and I'm on death's doorstep right now.
Indeed.
I'm Floyd Amil, I'm the doctor, and I'm trying to keep him off the doorstep. Shoot, go away!
Go away, Death!
Get out of here!
You set that up. I had to take
No,
it.
no, that was perfect. No, that was perfect.
Alright, I'm Thomas Lawton, and I just got a little scratch. Well, I'm alright.
Yeah, you are the least injured out of everyone there.
Oh god. Well, no,
Yeah.
I am.
Wait, yeah, you are.
I am. I didn't get hit.
Coward. Anyway.
Don't piss the doctor off.
What are you gonna do to me?
No, you... The thing is, I know you IRL.
And we have
Okay.
one more player
Who's getting coffee, I think.
who's getting coffee. Ugh.
God damn it. We should have waited.
We should have waited. I didn't realize.
We might have to redo this. Or you can just edit it.
We'll just play rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
Shoot.
Shit.
Okay, I am back. Sorry.
See? I told you. We
I had
summoned
to
it.
grab some.
I, Dark, I didn't realize you were gone. I asked you to introduce your character like 3 minutes ago, not realizing you were away.
Technically 5, but I mean.
So why do I have to reintroduce myself?
Because he's filming
it's
this.
an
Yeah,
introduction,
so
you must
it's like a tradition at the start of every session.
He's
Ah.
also
For the
filming
recording
this,
purpose.
remember?
Just your name.
Yeah, we're just cutting all this out first and foremost.
Yeah, I made a funny joke, though.
No, we're gonna keep that joke.
Yeah,
That was good.
you just say your name and your character's name, and that's it.
All right, I'm Dark and I play Casey.
All right, wonderful. And these
Cool.
4, when last we left off, we're booking it wet out of that house because it didn't go so well last time. Does anybody need a recap of the events of last session?
Yes, please.
That would be appreciated since I wasn't here.
Indeed. So, last session, you guys decided to get a good night's rest and then go back towards the or not back, but investigate the house for the first time. As you entered it, you found that it was had been abandoned for years, like you had discovered. You explored it. That it had a ground floor, a top floor, and a bottom floor basement. And as you stepped into the house, strange occurrences started happening. Weird noises coming from upstairs, doors closing and trying to lock you in, being shoved out of windows by flying objects and nearly dying, floating knives attacking you and nearly murdering 3 of you. You decided after Mr. Morrowland nearly died from falling out of a second-story window, or actually, as Floyd saw,
Morrowland.
being shoved out of a window by a flying bed frame, that it might be a good idea to call it a night and return tomorrow. And as we leave off, as your cars drive away, Mr. Lawton saw a familiar figure outside. It was the cigar vendor that they had first ignored as they investigated the chapel and drove to it, and then saw again just before entering the house. And he was looking straight at Mr. Lawton and gave him a smile. It was quite unsettling. And that is where we left off. As you are driving away as you believe that, since there have been gunshots and screams coming from that house, that, the police might be arriving soon. And it's gonna be a bit hard to explain everything to them. So, you guys are in your cars now, driving away.
Oh boy.
Who's in
All
what
right.
car?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
So
Just
I
as a
have
recap.
Adam in my car,
Yep.
Okay.
and the rest of you are in Casey's car? Or is it... Whose car is it?
It would be, Casey's.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay, so you did say that I took damage. So what is my current health at?
Your current health is at... You are at 9 hit points.
Okay, so I took 2 damage.
You took 5 damage, and Floyd healed you for 3.
Okay.
So, yeah, you have a deep stab wound on your shoulder.
Okay, and they are following me, right?
Yeah. And,
So
Catherine got her hand sliced open, so she's also been treated, and is at the same HP as you are. And Thomas got a slash to his arm, and he is also at 9 hit points.
Oh, I must.
Alright.
Save
So-
that.
I'm leading the cars, so we're driving to my practice.
Yep.
So I'm at 9 health then.
Yes, and
Okay.
considering you are the least injured,
Hey.
you are actually probably in the best shape to drive, Thomas.
Yeah, that's fine.
Keep saying that, but I didn't get hit.
Well, yeah, but you're driving a different car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Okay.
Yeah, and I was at
Oh.
3 health, right?
I hope there wasn't anything
You
else I had.
were, no, you're at 4.
Okay. Cautious optimism.
Yeah, you are conscious, but you kind of wish you weren't. Your entire body
Yeah.
is pain, and you actually kind of landed on your side a little bit. So you realize now you were kind of like trying to figure out exactly what the hell was wrong with you because your entire body was pain when you woke up. But
Also adrenaline.
yeah,
But
but
also I was also under like morphine or
yeah.
something.
yeah, but
Yeah.
by now
Adrenaline.
you realize that
Adrenaline is a hell of an anesthetic.
yeah, you by now realize that your arm is broken.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So take off major wound, huh?
No, you definitely still have a major wound. The way you heal a major wound is you must restore
yeah.
yourself at least to half hit points and have a successful medicine roll on you.
Yeah.
And after that you can untick the major wound and then you
Okay.
can actually start recovering health by resting.
Yeah.
Because
I was
until
just
that
double checking.
until that is unticked, you cannot recover any health from resting.
Yeah.
But you're very close to half hit points, so,
Joy!
if Floyd can get you somewhere, then it shouldn't be too long.
Yeah. So, let's see where it goes from here.
So, Floyd, you were going to your practice. Where is Thomas? Where are you driving?
Well, probably the same place. We all kind
Yeah,
of need
we'd
treatment.
probably be following the doctor.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys arrive within about 20 minutes towards to Floyd's place of practice.
Alright, so
What time is it?
It is you guys got there at about 11 a.m. I'll say that you guys probably spent about 2 hours there. Drive was 20 minutes. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon.
All right.
Okay, so make it back to my practice. What part of Thomas was injured?
Thomas just had a slash on his arm.
Okay. I'm gonna get Thomas to help me get Adam inside the practice.
And I hope
Yep.
carry him in.
Yeah.
Yep, it's pretty easy.
And I usher Casey and Catherine to come in as well. Since I sent my secretary home for the day already, it's just going to be us.
Yep.
Cool.
So there is a waiting, like not a waiting room, but there is a what do you call it? Not an office, but
Foyer?
like a
A foyer, a
Reception room?
lobby.
Yeah,
not
lobby.
no, that's not
Mm.
something where we
Oh.
could put Adam while I take a look at his injuries again.
Exam room?
Yeah.
Exam room. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Yeah.
So me and Thomas put him on one of those like
You will.
examination things.
You will have
Examination.
you will have gleaned well enough his injuries from your first aid roll that you performed.
Mhm.
He has a lot of glass embedded in his back from his fall. His arm is broken.
From being defenestrated.
Yeah, he's going to need a cast.
Okay. So with that in mind, I'm gonna have
It's not broken to the point of needing surgery, but it will need a cast.
yeah, and
Typically broken bones do.
yeah. So I
Yeah,
think
he's lucky.
we'll put him on his stomach so I can get that glass out of his back.
Yeah.
Yeah. You will be able to do that within an hour of treating him. You'll just need a medicine roll to make sure you treat him properly.
Okay, do I need to roll that now?
Yes.
Okay.
And you can spend about an hour doing that.
What do I roll again? Hang on.
Against your medicine skill, D100.
A D100. And I have to get everything set up again.
Here again. Here again.
Okay. No, the site's. God damn it!
Oh.
It clicked an ad.
Oh. Pff. Okay.
uh,
Get in.
I will say, because you are in that your doctor's office environment, you're going to gain a bonus die on this because he's in a good condition.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in a good environment. You have like all the necessary tools that you'll need to help him. You get a bonus die on this.
Okay. Well, I got 24.
You got 24? Well,
Mhm.
that's really good. Did you roll twice? Because I don't know if you
I can roll a second time if you want me
yeah,
to.
because if you can get a hard success
That's
or
a
better.
40.
A 40? Alright. It's not a hard
And my
success.
medicine rolls at 44.
Yeah. I just wanted you to roll again in case you got a hard or extreme or even a critical success to see if you get a check on medicine.
Oh,
But
medicine already has a check. Because of how I did last time.
yeah, it's already got a check. Well, never mind. Yeah, you treat him well. You spend it'll take you an hour to do that. Is anybody else doing anything while they're doing that?
Mm.
You also got a new book from the house, Floyd.
Sorry about that.
The Floyd had put the satchel with their stuff on like their reception desk, so if anyone wanted to look at that, they could.
Yeah,
I was most
and you know somebody who might be interested in that book. Miss KC might be interested in it. Because you know that KC has from what Mr. Lloyd Thomas said in why he invited her to this, that KC has an interest in the occult.
okay. So like before I operated on Adam, should I say like, oh hey, there's a new book, you should probably
Yeah,
look at that while I'm doing this.
you can say that you mentioned that.
Yeah, I mentioned that to Casey.
Yeah, KC, you know that Floyd has found an interesting book.
I am definitely checking that out.
This book, let me find the page where it's on.
I remember it was a like little white book, I think.
Yes, it was called The Key of Solomon.
Yes.
I need to find it. And Casey, you can roll an occult roll to see if you've actually ever heard of this book.
All right.
Teleporting to my base.
Give me a second. I forgot to bring up the... I forgot to bring up Roll20 for dices.
Oh boy, everybody's forgetting their pencils today.
Yeah.
We're all such well-prepared
12!
adults. Oh boy!
Oh!
Yeah, check your occult skill. That's a hard success.
25!
Yeah, get a check on your occult skill. That's a hard success. You are quite excited to see this book. You've never read it before, but you have certainly heard of it. This book, although it's not the original as you look at it because it's not written in Latin, this is an English translation of a book written in the 14th century, and it's claimed to be written by King Solomon himself. You know it to be a very good reference for the occult.
Ooh.
You think this would definitely be worth a read.
I am very curious about this, and I am immediately diving into it.
Yeah, I would say you would be able to skim this book within an hour. So I will give you the skim.
Oh no, I am not skimming it. I am going into it. I am reading this fucking thing.
The reason you would skim it, game mechanics wise, is that it will tell you basically how long you'll need to spend reading it, because like reading it's going to take a lot longer than
Months.
like it probably won't take months in this case. It might take a few weeks to a month. This isn't a gigantic book like the other one Floyd has.
The Fleshbound book.
Yeah, this isn't that gigantic of a book, but it's
Well, how big is the book?
It's like small.
It unfortunately on my book it doesn't list it here, so I kind of have to come up with that myself. But I'd say it's about 200 to 300 pages. It's so you could spend an hour like skimming it, which is what you have, and then you can kind of gain like what will this book do for you.
If it's only about 300 pages, I could probably have that finished by the evening.
Yeah, but you also need to have time to process it.
Yeah, that's kind of how the mechanic works. Like you it's like a studying of the book.
Well, yeah, I'd be like, as I'm reading it, jot things of importance down on like a notebook that I have next to me, and then
it's one thing to read it. It's another thing to like completely internalize the information through a study. But
I'm not gonna try to memorize it or anything, but I am gonna read it through and pull out everything that's information that could be important. I'm not gonna just skim it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying that the way skimming works is you basically you go through a book and you determine how long is this going to take me to fully study, what could I gain by fully studying it, and just more information about the book to determine if you want to invest a lot of time into it. But by the time you've that Floyd is finished, you will have gleaned this information. This book is rumored to have been written by King Solomon. It is actually composed of two books, two sections within the same book. The first indicating as to how to avoid drastic mistakes when dealing with spirits, and the second discussing the magical arts, including many complex rituals. You believe that you would be able to gain a significant advancement to your occult skill if you invest a full read of this book.
I mean, I was gonna do that anyway, but yeah, sure, totally.
All right. And interesting in this, because this is listed as an occult tome, you will not lose any sanity from reading this book. Normally, you would.
But because I am invested in occult,
Well, no, it's because it's not a mythos tome exactly. It's an occult tome.
Ah.
Yeah, the other one Floyd has is a mythos tome. You will lose sanity just for reading that.
Yes, it's sad.
It's like
But
good
yeah,
and evil.
that is what
Look inside the red suitcase.
that is what you glean. Is anyone else doing anything with Thomas, are you doing anything with your hour?
Can I get a band-aid or a wrap or something for my cut?
Floyd is kind of going to be busy for the next hour.
I'm pretty sure I can
I-
apply my own band-aid.
Yeah, you can apply first aid to yourself.
Okay. You want me to
Floyd
roll
has
for
no
that?
issue with you guys using their stuff. They just ask you don't make a mess.
Yeah. And I will allow you to have a bonus die on that first aid roll
Yeah.
because Floyd is there and can kind of like give you offhand advice as to what to do, and you have a very good supply of medical supplies because you're in a doctor's office. So you can have a
Okay.
bonus die on that.
Alright. So that means I get to roll 2.
Yeah, you get to roll 2 and take the lower one.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I have to cook something.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
Here, being 5.
Ooh, man. Okay. I got a 5 and a 38.
Wow.
Take the 5.
Yeah,
Wow,
you
what?
take that 5. That is an extreme success. You can. I'm going to go ahead and check your first aid skill. You want to know something fun about extreme successes and better on stuff? You get crit healing.
What?
That's actually how that works. You get critical healing.
Yeah.
So your first aid is not going to be 1d3. It's going to be 1d3 plus 1.
Okay. Frick. I gotta open up another.
Well,
Dude,
no. I always roll like healing.
Oh,
for
that's okay.
yeah.
House
That would-
rules.
Alright. Yep.
Thomas, you are restored to full hit points.
Na 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 na.
Da-na-na-na.
Crit healing. The cut just heals itself.
Fucking Wolverine.
No, you not only find the stuff you need to bandage it up really well, according to Floyd's instructions, but you also find a little bit like a cheap painkiller. So yeah, you are doing fine.
Alright.
So
Alright.
with that, everybody has done what they're doing for an hour, and
What did Catherine do?
Catherine is kind of just biding her time. Kind of. She's actually trying to. She knows nothing about the occult. But she knows that Casey is interested in it, so she's trying to be a good friend and be like. She's kind of asking her questions about what certain things in the book means.
I mean, I think Catherine would probably, while I'm reading, Catherine would probably be taking care of my shoulder, where I got stabbed.
Uh,
That
Well,
seems
you're
like
you're
a.
still like
it's kind of like wrapped up in like a so Floyd only had like a doctor's kit, so it's kind of like a I don't want to say field dressing because it's not like
it's
like,
wrapped up and it's fine.
yeah, it's kind of a thing where you don't want to mess with it because it's like it's wrapped up. So
And trust me, I'm
Okay,
getting-
but was it disinfected?
yes,
yeah.
I brought
Okay.
disinfectant.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Well, I just wasn't
Floyd,
sure if you would carry that in your kit. Okay.
I have a lot in this kit, a lot you
They-
don't
they-
even know about.
Casey, they are a professional doctor, you know.
Do not
I served
doubt
in the
it.
war.
You'd be
I served in the war.
surprised.
You would be surprised, but Floyd is a good person.
Who is the doctor here?
So,
Hello, I'm the doctor.
So, Floyd, you have succeeded on your medicine roll, so I'm also going to roll for you. Oh, what? Nope, that's not what I wanted to roll.
The fuck?
You're not healing 1d100 here. You're
No, God, don't set me up to fail.
Floyd, you restore another 3 hit points to Adam. And he goes up to 7, and I will inform him of that when he gets back. And he gets to get rid of the major wound.
So he's gonna be resting in my
because
office.
you have given him a cast. So he still has one good arm, but his other arm is going to be a problem. And basically how that's gonna work is if he needs to make any like actions that require like the extensive use of like both arms or something, such as, I don't know, aiming a gun, a strength check on like forcing something open or something, he's going to have a disadvantage on that. But you've got it in a pretty good cast, so you think unless he does something really stupid and gets his arm into like serious trauma, it's probably gonna be fine. He doesn't really need to rest off too much.
Okay.
Basically, you've gotten him into good enough condition to come back to the house with you.
Oh,
Is what I'm saying.
this is why we went to my clinic.
Just as long as he's not like on the front lines and stuff.
All right. So now that I've got him in a stable condition, I'm gonna come back out to where the others are and let them know that Adam's gonna be okay.
Yep.
And I'm gonna ask, I'm gonna have the others let me check a look of their injuries again to see if they need like redressing of bandages or whatnot, because we're at my office now.
Yep. You would be able to perform. You wouldn't be. So if you want to administer extra healing to them, you can perform a medicine check on both of them. That would take you 2 hours to do both of them. Or actually, you wouldn't need to do one for Thomas.
Yeah.
It would be Casey and
Amil.
Catherine, so that would be 2 hours to do both of them.
While I'm gonna work on this, I'm going to I'm, I don't know why I'm fucking laughing. I'm gonna have Thomas use my clinic's phone and call Adam's wife.
Oh no. Oh, you're gonna have me do it. Oh no.
Yes, you're the doctor's office intern for the day.
I was gonna say you've been relegated to secretary for the moment.
Okay. Do I
Yeah,
have to make a medicine roll?
that might actually be a move up from his current job.
Okay. Who am I administering health first to?
That's your decision.
Who's the most severe?
They are both
KC, right?
They are both equally injured. They are both at 9 hit points.
I'm gonna ask the two of them, who's in more pain at the moment?
Well, Casey is probably invested in her book right now.
Yeah, I
so
she
might want an
I
extra
was
hour
gonna
to read
say.
it.
Alright, I'm gonna ask Casey, do you want to read this for another hour while I work on Catherine's hand?
Hey, I'm back.
She very distractedly. Yep, that's fine.
What did I miss?
Thomas is gonna call your wife, because Floyd is too busy healing people to do it.
Okay.
And you have been administered medicine to. You have restored an additional 3 hit points. You are up to 7, and your major
Okay.
wound has been tended to. You now have a cast on your left arm.
Alright.
So basically, if you have to do any extensive, like, if you have to make a roll on an action, like, extensively involving both hands, such as, like, forcing a door open or aiming a weapon that's not, like aiming a weapon, so, then you'll have a disadvantage on that, but you are good enough to move around, and you can
Okay.
uncheck your major wound.
Okay, cool.
So you're back up to 7 hit points.
Awesome. Oh boy.
You might lose that soon, though, because Thomas is calling your wife.
Wait, 7 hit points?
She's gonna reach through the phone.
Can I just be honest? Should I be honest with her on this one, or should I?
I mean, Thomas is making the call. He's gonna say he's here, so she might just show up.
He's actually in good enough condition to call his own wife. You
To be
know,
honest,
he can actually walk around.
Yes, but I'm not okay. If he's okay to walk around, I was gonna force his ass to stay still.
I mean, if he wants to get up is another question, but you know.
Am I able to reach the phone, at least like laying down so far I'm like
It's
on
it's
the...
No.
it's in another room.
Okay.
But you would be able to, like, you're good enough to walk around. Like,
Okay.
your back hurts and your arm hurts and everything, but you're good enough to walk around.
You're everything.
If someone could help me like limp over to the phone and I could pick it up and talk to her
Alright,
myself, then I
Thomas
could
can
do
do
that.
that.
Yep.
Thomas can do that. I'm gonna go take Catherine to the other room and just make a
Yep.
medicine roll.
Yep, just make a medicine roll.
Yeah.
I got it too.
You got it too.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, crit medicine for her as well.
I have good rolls today.
Well, actually, I don't even need to roll this. No matter what I roll, she's gonna be at full hit points. So you restore her back up to 11.
Okay. No stitches needed, or like light stitches.
One or two. The knife slashed open her palm. So yeah, it was not great.
All right, so stitches and like a firm like wrapping.
Yep.
All right.
So yeah, do you want me to call my wife and I'll just
Yep.
break? Yeah.
And you can make another medicine roll for Casey as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You know what? I'll fuck. You know what? Fuck. I'm gonna improv this call.
17.
Sorry.
17. Let's see. Casey only restores 1.
What do you? Well, it didn't matter because she was at 9.
Well, it did because her max is 11. So she's at 10 out of 11.
So it was your bad roll.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I
it
mean,
still just hurts like a bitch.
Well, I
To-
mean, one hit
To
point.
be honest,
is-
I did roll
that's-
for
that's fairly good. So
I did roll for Catherine before I realized I didn't need to, and I rolled another 3, so I've gotten 2 3s and a 1. It's not been that bad, okay?
Yeah.
So, Adam, you're calling your wife. She picks up.
Good luck.
Hey,
man.
honey, how you doing?
Oh, hey. How's your job with Lloyd going? You're being careful, right?
About that, a workplace accident occurred. Do you want to come on over? I'll give you the address.
She sounds very concerned and demands to know where you are.
Yes, I'm at what was it? This Lloyd doctor's office. If I'll give you the address, come on over. I'll tell the rest. I'll tell the entire story.
She tells you that she'll be there within a half hour.
Alrighty, cool. See you then.
A half hour passes as Floyd is still tending to Catherine. They're about halfway through it at that point, and your wife arrives, looking very, very anxious to see you. Thomas, you are kind of near the door at this point, because you're kind of like pacing around, just like just kind of like passing time. And you see a woman enter who you do not recognize. She looks very anxious, and she asks you in a very concerned tone, do you know where Mr. Morrowland is being kept?
Yes. If you'd follow me, please.
She follows you.
Here he is. He's not in very good shape.
Don't say that!
No, don't.
Don't say that!
Adam, your wife hurries over to your side, and
I embrace her hug. I just full-heartedly embrace it.
she hugs
And
you
knowing
back.
that I really
And
miss
she
her too.
she essentially asks you what the hell happened.
So, remember how it wasn't a good idea to keep going on with that investigation of one of Lloyd's properties, despite yesterday's fall? He got proven right, but whatever the hell God had to reject before he made Adam and Eve, before the devil does not have this much flair for trying to put my ass in that hospital again. Just, you know what, how about this? You want to take a guess on what happened? I really want to hear your initial guess first, because it's going to pale in comparison to what actually happened.
Did you fall?
Oh, that's an understatement. So, that property we visited today, it resulted in a magically floating baby cradle flinging into my chest, launching me out of a window with a 2-story fall on the concrete with glass from said window buried into my back to boot. I don't even know it's just like, and I don't even have a broken arm too. It's just, oh my god. Thankfully, Floyd, Floyd here. Thankfully, Doc, patched me up, and, I'm at least not on death's doorstep now.
She raises an eyebrow and looks at you disbelievingly when you say things about magical bed frames, flying around.
Say that the doctor was watching.
I know. I sound like I'm a lunatic, and don't worry, So yeah, this house is just straight up damn haunted. It's just damn haunted. Like, I'll be blunt with you. This has to be something that God had to reject himself, not in the... Yeah, whatever was in that house that Lloyd owns, it was definitely a reject of God.
So...
She left the door half open, and I had a good coat hanger. I wouldn't have been able to open that door. Jesus.
Okay, what was it?
So she looks at you kind of after taking all that in and says, "Are you going back?"
Maybe, I'm not sure. It's gonna depend on how fast I recover on this one. Thankfully, with the doc here patching me up really good, I mean, like, it depends on how everything's gonna plan out. I mean, if, like, I'm probably, like, it depends on Lloyd and how his stance is with the whole job. If I have to go back there, I can, but I'll try to keep myself safe next time.
I mean, I want you to keep yourself safe, but you know,
yeah,
I don't want you to be a quitter, you know.
Am I done working with Catherine at this point? Can I join?
She took about 30 minutes to get here, so you were about halfway through with
Yeah.
Damn, I wanted to join in the conversation.
So
Yeah.
Casey is kind of half paying attention to this, and she just kind of mutters under her breath. You say that as if you had a choice in being thrown out a window.
You know,
Casey is one to talk about having choices.
So, you know...
I'm sorry that I was busy with doing shit.
Yeah, but you would have probably handled the situation better if you...
Yeah.
Because I still feel bad about that. We left your ass alone.
And then you left Catherine's ass alone to go find her by herself.
Yeah.
I'm fixing it!
But yeah. Apart from that, honey, this is the doctor. This is Floyd, Emily. This is Floyd, Emily. This is Floyd. And, Floyd, one last thing. Thank you so much for taking care of my unconscious ass when it all happened in the moment. I would have definitely died if it wasn't for you and the rest of the crew taking care of me.
Part of my job.
And his wife thanks you as well.
No problem. It's part of my job. I was trained for this kind of shit.
And you know what? Hey, after all this is said and done, it'd be one hell of a story to tell. Heck, if you ever come across someone bragging themselves that they're a toughie, then just tell them your husband got flung out of the second story of a mansion on concrete thanks to a freaking bed frame.
And your wife basically says, well, you know, we could really, really use that money. Because...
Yeah. You know, Lloyd's a kind man. I'm sure he's probably going to be able to cover whatever, downtime I have in order to get my arm back up to shape.
It's not like I'm going to bill you for this either.
Yeah.
It was almost me. I'm not going to bill him for being the punching bag.
Here's your bill, sir.
Well, I mean, like, it's just like, it's also just like meant to be just like for serving downtime too. Yeah. You know, like just to recover the arm as well.
Yeah, so, if it had been Floyd would have been reduced to 0 hit points.
I would have died. You would have lost the doctor.
Well, no, if it dealt one more point of damage, you would have died. It has to be more than your max health in one attack to instantly die.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But there would have been no witnesses.
Oh, there would have been a witness.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
But yeah, and your wife, Adam,
Mhm.
is actually like she basically kind of looks at you and says, I really, as much as it pains me to have you in doing dangerous things, well, the man I know wouldn't quit. You
You know what?
Remember how you never gave up on me, even though my dad hated you?
You know what?
He always told me I should have married that doctor, and I told him, well, that doctor wasn't as good of a man as you were.
You know what? Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good point.
You never
Despite-
gave up when we were in debt, and you managed to find this job, and you haven't given up on that music career either.
Yeah. You know what?
Floyd and Thomas
sorry.
are not going to be saying anything about said music career and their experience with it, but
I want to say
You know what?
something, but it's not in character. I promise you this
yeah,
is
it's not the best
Hey,
time.
to be fair, I want to improve. I do want to improve at least eventually. At least by the end of this. I
Hey,
wanna
that's how the
actually get
game
good.
works. The
No,
only way
no.
to improve is to do it.
No, I'm not talking about that comment on music career. I was gonna say something like really inappropriate.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
And it's not in character, I promise.
Alright.
Don't y'all start fucking in my office.
Okay, don't worry.
And
But,
even
Oh.
and you kind of see as she's talking to you about these things, about she's kind of trying to encourage you with like trying to give you kind of a pep talk, honestly, and you can see the like a fiery determination in your wife's eyes, and it kind of reminds you of what you love about her.
you know? Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go back in whenever we can. Like, I want to get myself, like, yeah, if we could be able to patch ourselves up, like, eventually, I'd be down to going back in there.
Yeah.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
She smiles and gives you a hug and says that she'll have dinner ready for you once you're done here.
Yeah,
Since I assume Floyd mentioned that you'll be able to be discharged pretty much soon.
Yep. And honey, whenever we have any downtime, we could probably just hang out.
The headphone's going off. It's been going off.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
You are, but the Floyd would like very much discourage it right now.
Mm.
You have so much damage to your back.
Yeah.
If I'm able to at least, you know what, honey, this is hell, but you know what? If I have to go back in there tomorrow, I can. However, if there's an opportunity for me to heal up and take some time off before going back in, I'll do that too.
She smiles. And she basically asks Floyd like when he can come home.
Gotcha.
You should you should be able to come home just in a couple hours. I would like to keep him at my office for observation just to make sure he doesn't exasperate any of the back wounds.
So
So
Are you
later
saying-
tonight.
Yep. She nods.
Hmm.
Basically just trying to judge what time she should have dinner ready by. And
Couple hours
she,
at most.
she leaves.
David, David, look at the DM I sent you.
Oh, don't. Oh. Wait, was I intending to do that? What?
That's what it sounded like from my perspective.
Wait, what? No, I was talking about myself going back in there, like whenever I was
No,
healed
no.
up or something.
You were saying we have downtime, and I was like, no.
No, like I say downtime is not just hanging out. Like whenever, like I say downtime is like
Dude,
enjoying like
dude,
a
you-
movie or
Why do you
something.
think I was freaking out?
No, God, no.
Mom, I'm sorry when you have to watch these recordings about my friends. Please excuse them.
You are editing this out.
Hey, it's all in your head. It's all in your head. It's just
Solid.
hey, your imagination just fills in the gaps.
This is why I DM'd it to you. Why I didn't say it out loud.
But you then proceeded to say it out.
I didn't say exactly what I said.
But you implied it.
It's worse when you read it. Anyway,
Right. So
It's one of them.
is anybody doing anything else after Floyd finishes tending to KC? Are you guys calling it a night there and waiting to go back tomorrow?
I think resting up would probably be the best option.
And I'll let you know of another game mechanic here. If you do not have a major wound, which none of you do now, if you get a full 24 hours of bed rest, you will regain 1 hit point.
Alrighty.
So basically, if you guys want to rest up until late afternoon tomorrow, you will be able to recover an additional hit point each.
I'd be down for that.
Up to your max.
Floyd's like, we're not doing this in the morning anymore. That was just too much.
Yes, clearly the better time to go is in the evening, close to night.
Yeah.
I meant for the drive. Because the traffic held up 2 of our people for like an hour. Maybe 3.
Morning rush hour. evening
No,
rush hour.
no, it literally only held you up for you took less than an hour to have both of you guys get there.
Anyway.
Lot opportunities.
Well, I do say that we go tomorrow around noon. Not noon, but like, afternoon.
And Casey, you believe that this book, by the time you're done skimming it, it will take you about for a full study of it, it will take in your free time, it will take you about 1 week. Because you'll basically be reading it in your free time, in your downtime. Like when you're done with work, when you're not doing other normal day stuff, when you're not sleeping. So that's why it'll take you about a week.
Casey?
Okay,
Are you playing Genshin?
Oh my god.
I am not. Thank you very much.
I hear crystals. I'm like, God.
You can tell because this is one of the few times that it does not say under her name playing Genshin Impact.
Hey, in my defense, most of the time I just don't bother turning it off. Like,
That's why
Yeah,
I still
same,
have
I-
Minecraft
that-
on.
same.
Have the
that's-
AFK grind.
That's why everybody's always DMing me like, why are you playing Crusader Kings 2 for 3 days?
a couple
Anyway.
of the Genshin servers I'm in, when I do that, some people will ping me and be like, "Are you okay? You've been playing it for 3 days straight." And I'm like, I just haven't bothered to shut it off.
Listen,
with Minecraft.
listen. That daily grind is
Oh my god.
something else. Anyway, so you guys all call it basically a night there. Adam, you get home and dinner's prepared for you, and your wife basically ensures that she'll make sure to help take care of you
Awesome.
until you're ready to go back. And you guys all get some rest, and I assume Casey will spend will make 1 day of progress out of the week needed to read through the book in the free time that she has leading up to it.
You know, dumb idea. Should we do like a little more background research before going back into
No,
the house?
God.
Again?
There's already a consequence to what we've done.
Oh.
I feel
We
like
have to go back to that house.
Okay.
And yep. So morning breaks, turns to afternoon, turns to late afternoon, and is everybody gathering anywhere before going back?
Shit, we forgot to do it again.
Damn it.
We have to stop doing this.
I mean,
Or- Meet back at my place, like my practice, so I can make sure my stuff is refilled.
Yeah, that shouldn't
Yeah.
be too bad of an idea.
yeah.
My place is
yeah,
next
this
to like
this is one of those things where I say you guys can retroactively, say that, hey, we agreed to meet here.
yeah. My place is also next to like it's like in the metro area of this town, quote unquote metro area. So if you guys want to grab something before you get here, then be my guest.
So
Like food.
I'd
I'm
be down for
hungry.
Amazing.
I assume nobody is going to go completely Maverick mode and go to the house instead of going to go to Floyd's practice
No,
first?
I'm not
Alright.
that retarded.
Rambo.
Hell no.
All right. The
Same
Everybo-
driving arrangement as yesterday.
It's up
I'm
to you.
having a donut.
Yeah.
Random donut.
If you have a donut, then say donut. Floyd's probably going to be eaten too.
Great. So, if the investigators are in agreement to return to the house, it is around 5 in the afternoon, and all of you who are not at max can increase your hit points by 1 for having a day of bed rest.
Cool.
And KC is now back up to full.
Yeah.
And Mr. Adam, you are at 8.
Yep.
Floyd is going to say something when we get there.
And none of you none of you experience any interruptions on your way to the house.
Thank God.
And while the rest of you would need while the rest of you, as you arrive at the house, would need an active spot hidden roll to spot something, I know, based on what's been said, that both Adam and Thomas are actively looking out for this and will not need a roll to see anything.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Is he there?
You'll have to roll. You're
God.
not looking for it.
Oh my
You-
God.
Here we go.
All right, everybody roll spot.
16!
Well,
Hit it.
Adam, you don't need a roll for this because I assume
Yeah.
you're
My
looking
bad,
out
my bad.
for
Oh,
it,
shit,
and
I'm
neither
so
does
sorry.
Thomas, but everybody else does.
Dang it. Well, I mean, yeah. Whoops.
Does that hit? Let me check my spot.
I'm
Uh,
sorry.
Because you guys don't
hey,
have
quick
the.
question. Quick question, Hex. What is the character sheet type that we are using for this?
What do you mean?
Like, what edition is it?
It is 7th edition.
The character sheet? Mine says 40th anniversary. Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah. It's that's the it's just a 40th anniversary styling.
Mm.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I think mine hits. My spot hidden is 50, and I have a 35.
Yep. So you succeed. I do have to roll for Catherine.
Oh, hell yeah!
We all see
I
him.
got a 40.
And Catherine gets an extreme success.
So everybody
Alright.
sees this guy.
You don't. You see more than that guy. You see him. He's sitting there with his stand, and notably, he's talking to somebody.
Uh-oh.
It's
Oh,
a
boy.
it's a police officer,
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
and they seem to be they actually for what you guys know about Boston police officers, it's very rare that they smile, but they seem to be smiling and having a conversation as if they're old friends or something. And the police officer has a cigar in his mouth that he's obviously bought from the man, and he leans forward, and the man brings up a lighter and lights the officer's cigar for him, and there's like a small chuckle between them, and they're having a conversation.
Well, Floyd is not like that.
That is not
That
good.
is sus.
It's a
Oh
cigar
boy,
thing.
they're gonna frame us. They're probably gonna do that.
Oh my!
But you
Floyd
guys have arrived at the house.
All right.
Make sure Adam has his. Not Adam. Make sure Thomas has his axe.
Oh my god. Chop, chop, chop.
Jeez.
And as you guys get out of the car, I want an inventory check for what everybody is bringing with them.
All right.
On my person?
Yep.
Oh.
What's going to be on your person?
Alrighty.
Okay, so my knife is gonna be with me, but my gun is gonna be in the car.
I gotta get rid of.
Alrighty, I got my hammer and compass saw. And what other things?
Yeah, are you gonna bring your compass saw with one hand?
Well, compass saw it's already meant to be a one-handed saw.
Yeah, I would say that if he's like slashing or swinging with it as like a weapon, he wouldn't actually have like any penalties to it because of his injury. But if he's trying to like cut boards with it, then he might, because that's more of a two-handed activity.
Yeah. Okay, so because we see the cop and we already are suspicious, I'm gonna keep the tome that we have. I'm gonna put it in the glove box of my car. And the only thing I'm gonna be bringing with me is my medical kit, my journal, and my pocket watch, and my keys, and my knife.
Floyd, you feel uneasy about
I
leaving
do.
it.
I do feel uneasy about leaving it. I feel uneasy about the whole thing.
But you managed to leave it.
Ah, I'm gonna regret this. It's gonna disappear.
What is Casey bringing with her?
Oh wait, can you lock a lockbox? The compact in this type of car? That's my question.
I will say that you can.
I'm locking that up.
You lock it.
Okay.
I'm not going with that.
I don't- Oh,
Yeah, I might
boy.
want to. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not bringing my guitar for this one.
I'm basically bringing my guns, and I don't really have much else. So
You're bringing your gun when the police officer's probably gonna search us.
No, they're having a conversation.
I know, but I feel
The-
uneasy.
The
Yeah,
officer's
someone's-
not paying attention to you.
Someone's gonna probably try to frame us. I just have that feeling.
Everyone's watching the Cigar Man.
Cigar man.
Ah, he's laughing.
Cigar man.
God damn it.
Ah!
So Casey has her guns, and what else?
Yeah, compass saw and hammer on my end.
I don't really have much else to take other than what I'm wearing.
All right. And Thomas, you have.
I'm gonna say my axe, my pocket watch, and I'll take the rifle.
All right. So Thomas is geared up. He's not going to be able to really hide the rifle and the gun. I mean, and the axe. Those aren't really concealable weapons, so. Noted. And okay. You guys gonna walk into the house then?
Yeah.
We're just gonna walk in.
Okay, who's going through the front? Who's going through the back?
Don't mind us, la la la.
All right. So, as we walk to the house, Floyd looks over at Adam, and they make adamantly sure, do not use your other arm and stick with someone else. Do not be a hero.
Alrighty.
Stick with me.
No one's going unaccompanied this time. We are
We're
either
all-
sticking
Yeah.
to groups of 2 at the very least. No one's
Honestly,
getting-
just yeah, we're just gonna go just full in, just like let's just stick together as much as possible.
All right.
Let's do this.
Are you going in the front door or the back door?
front door. Might as well. We already have a basic idea of the layout of the house from the front door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably the best idea.
Yeah.
All right. You all enter the front door. And before I describe what you see, all of you need a sanity check.
Oh no!
There we go. Alrighty. 19.
Oh God.
30.
86.
Oh boy.
More points have been lost. How many did I lose, Hex?
Ah, fuck.
Crazy tax man is gonna.
I got an 88.
Oh
All right.
no!
So Floyd and Adam lose nothing,
Okay.
and
Oh,
I'm going to roll.
Here we go.
Hex.
Adam, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Thomas, you lose 1 point of sanity,
oh.
and KC loses 3.
Oh no!
Ooh, I must have just
Oh.
been on the cusp.
And what you see is a horrific sight. You see 3 police officers in the room, or in the corridor. One of the police officers is lying face down in a pool of blood with
Oh my.
at least 7 bullet holes in him, one of which in the back of his head.
Oh my god.
The other has clearly been shot in the chest and is lying slumped against the wall, and against the right wall, and a third, who is the only one alive, is sitting there. Clearly, he has been shot in his arm, and he is sitting there, wide-eyed, trembling, with his gun in his hands, and he now sees you. And he raises his gun at you. Who are you? Don't come any closer!
We aren't, sir.
Everybody put your hands up.
Yep, hands up.
Stay away. I'll shoot you.
Officer,
Sir.
we mean you no harm.
No. I know you do. The others. I trusted them. And they. You don't know
Officer,
what
take a
happened.
good look at what we are holding and take a good look at us.
He sees Thomas with an axe and a rifle.
Tom, God
And Adam
Mm-hmm.
with some of his sawing equipment on his tool belt.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't rephrase that. Take a good look at me. Focus on me.
He is focused on you. And unfortunately, his gun is also focused on you.
I know what this house can do. We've been here before. And I
Is
know
it your,
that this is my fault.
is it your house? Do you...
No, but we are here to make sure that tragedies like this never happen again. Sir, it was not your fault. You could have never predicted what would have happened in this house.
I killed him.
Not of your own volition.
I killed John. No, I pulled the trigger. I killed Johnny. He killed Billy. He shot Billy. He shot him seven fucking times.
That's what the house
I
wants you to
didn't
do.
sign up for this.
The house wants you to think that it's your fault. It wants to drive you mad. Don't let it.
If you are trying to talk him down, you are going to need a psychoanalysis roll.
Oh, God!
Yep.
Maybe it's a good thing that I put some points into that. It's a really good thing I put points in that. I got a... Oh, that was close! That was close! I got a 37!
You did a 37.
Out of 40.
Yep. And
Holy shit.
he relaxes his grip on the gun a little bit, but it's still in his hands, and his hands are trembling. Floyd, you know this man is suffering from the trauma of killing somebody who he called a friend, or at least regarded as a human being. You've seen this in the war before, when new recruits shot one of the enemy and had to deal with the psychological effects of murdering another human in the heat of the moment and trying to protect their own lives. This man needs to get out of here.
Sir, we're going to help you. And we're going to make sure that you get the help you need. Because I know this isn't your fault. And I know that you are suffering right now. Let us help you get out of this damn house. Let us help you.
I'm a murderer.
You didn't do this of your own volition.
No one's gonna believe me.
I believe you.
You're not the one who matters.
No, but I've seen this before, and I've seen what you're going through before. Do you remember the Great War?
I didn't serve.
I did, and I know that you had no choice.
Is anybody else doing anything at this moment?
I'm gonna keep an eye on the door in case if it tries to suddenly shut on us.
It does not decide to suddenly shut on you.
Can we check the other bodies, or
Are you walking towards them?
Don't.
You would need to do that. If you want to have
maybe
a thorough look at some of them, you need to get closer.
Never
mind.
You know what? Just in case in the event, could I be able to back up to the door just in case if it does try to shut on us, that I try to prevent it from happening?
Yep.
No. Let me do that.
Don't back
Mr.
up.
Broken Arm.
Please do not back up 3 paces without being accompanied.
No, he's got a broken arm.
Yeah. He's not going anywhere alone, you know.
Yeah.
He's literally backing up
your
2 or 3 steps. And Casey, are you doing anything?
I am just gonna be following the people who are kind of going through the house.
Well, nobody's going anywhere, and you're currently being confronted by a police officer with a gun who seems very mentally unstable.
Yeah, probably best.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna not do anything. I'm just gonna kind of stand there
Maybe
and
look around.
Yeah, Floyd, you think this man, he needs to get out of here.
Yeah, we need to
This
escort
is not a good
him.
place for him.
Yeah, we need to escort him out of here.
Yeah.
Sir, can you stand?
I can't. I can't leave though. Harry, he went down. He went to look down at the at the basement.
Oh,
The beast.
We'll find him. We will find him. We just need to get you out of here first. You are hurt, and you need help.
I'm not supposed to let you do that. This is civilians.
I understand that you still have a duty to serve. Right now, you're wounded, and you're down 2 men. You need to trust us. We've dealt with this house yesterday. Take a good look at the guy with a cast over there. The house did that to him. Let us handle this.
As you say that you dealt with this house yesterday, his expression changes, and he... So you're the reason we were called here. You... All those gunshots, all those... That was you!
The house attacked us. We had to defend ourselves, and the house attacked us. We barely managed to get out with our lives.
You're going... He doesn't... You don't think he believes that?
Believe what you want, sir. But I'm telling you right now, we need to get you the hell out of this house. Or else everyone else...
It's your fault we were called here. It's... All the reports of shooting, the screaming, that was you!
We were
attacked. His grip on his gun tightens again.
Sir, if you do shoot us, what is that going to give you? What is that going to get you? You're going to have you're going to have more dead people on your hands.
I can stop it all. I can stop it.
Sir, let us get you out of this house. Otherwise, it's going to take over you again, and you're going to kill again.
You're going to need a persuade roll for that.
God!
Oh! That voice change.
5!
oh my god.
5.
Out of
Okay.
my 20. 20.
Yep. Check. Do you have persuade checked?
Yeah, I have checked. Ugh.
Okay. So, you talk him down a little bit, and he relaxes, and he realizes, as much as he doesn't trust you, he also realizes that in his current state, he's not able to take on 5 of you. There's no way. And he sighs, and his gun is no longer pointed at you.
Okay.
All right.
Are we gonna carry him out then?
Can he walk?
You don't know. You
Well,
don't see any immediate injuries to his legs.
I walk closer to get it with my med kit out and where he can see it, and I look over his injuries.
Anybody else approaching him?
Who else could? Because I know who
Everybody could.
Yeah. I want to stick by the door because I don't trust that. I don't trust it.
I don't.
This door.
I'm honestly genuine. I don't trust it. Just knowing what happened.
Great. It's not going the right way. Being a carpenter. I say let the doctor work.
Adam, since you are watching the door, you see outside, and you can see across the street. You can still see the cigar vendor guy. It seems he's finished his conversation with the police officer, and they're walking off together.
Okay. I'm still keeping that shit in mind. I just know, like, something bad's gonna...
Make me an idea roll.
Oh.
Alright. Wait, me or who?
You, Adam. You're the only person paying attention to this.
Okay, while you do that, I need a BRB. I need to go back.
Holy crap, a 19.
That's really weird. If that's a police officer who's on duty, and there is a squad of police officers that have come into here. Multiple of them are dead. There have been gunshots. Why is he talking to a civilian on the other side of the road? That doesn't make sense to you.
The guy's got to be a part of this. He's got to be a part of this, like, this entire charade.
That cannot possibly be proper police protocol. That's not even normal people protocol.
Oh man.
Something's very weird about that. Even if it were that you were being framed, that doesn't make sense to you.
Oh, I gotta go. Not so sure I want to have Hex put me on autopilot.
Huh?
Dinner's ready.
Okay. Well, Floyd's gonna be BRB, so you can quickly get dinner.
Yeah.
Quickly. Act like I can scarf it down in 15 minutes. It's not like a piece of pizza.
You're gonna be like a wood chipper.
Alright, well, I'll be back.
Alright, we can take a 20-minute recess.
Holy shit!